Warp drive active.
DJ AFK here with another tutorial for The Hunt 2021. This is the Easter event where we hunt down the special Guristas anomalies. Right now we have fitted an Algos with railguns and drones. We have Hornets, they're light scout drones. We are going to go see if we can take out this event stably in a T1 Destroyer. First, we need to gather a key, and to gather a key, we use our D-scan to find the irregular capsules. We have our preset selected, and we are flying around, checking while we move around through space, see if we find one. Let's go ahead and pop this capsule and grab his key. It appears that we have found a Guristas Hunt Outpost. Let's see if we can go use one of our keys and hit the final room, see what the boss is like. There are no enemies at the acceleration gate, so we don't need to worry about those, but when we enter the main room there should be some rats left. As we land on grid here, it appears that we do have a fresh set. Let's go ahead and make some distance here. Start locking up ships. Drop drones. And let's see what happens. The second wave here does look like there are more than the first wave. Let's go ahead and take these out as quick as possible. They don't seem to be using as many negative effects on me. It looks like the drones are taking a lot of the aggro. I am now warp disrupted. but I am not nuded and webbed and all sorts of nastiness. As the third wave spawns, it does look like there are about 7 ships, and they also seem to be going after the drones and not me. Now we have a fourth wave of ships, and it looks like there are more destroyers in this group. looks like the 4 waves are all we have. And now we get to go to the final room, where the acceleration gate takes us to the frigate boss. These are incredibly powerful frigates. I was rather surprised the first time we jumped into one with a cormorant, and he started taking the better half of me right off the bat. Let's see how this ship fares. We have active tank, we have drones and guns, and we have a cap booster in case things go completely sideways. He is doing quite a bit of damage, but I don't think it'll be a problem with both of the armor repairs. Wow, he did a lot more damage than I thought, a lot faster. We may need to switch one of the armor repairers out for an ancillary armor repair, so we can get some bigger repair power up front. Let's see what we drop. And 16 million. Let's see, looks like a agency overclocker, 9th tier, and a 12th tier. We have some item that is Ace of Pod Hunter's Fireworks. Huh. We don't have a firework launcher on this fit. One day we may. We have found another Guristas Hunt Outpost. Let's enter the main room and see if we are solo again. It appears to be abandoned, and there is the wreck of a coercer. See if there's anything good inside that. Now that we have cleared the main room, let's go ahead and jump this acceleration gate before that destroyer figures out what's going on. Now that is the same destroyer that had the busted ship over there. He may not want to enter this room to begin with. But let's get on top of this boss frigate very quickly. Get him up, get our drones out, and start applying damage. The armor repairers seem to be doing a decent job, much better than last time.
To give the command to a drone requires you to have an active target.
See what he dropped.
The capacitor is empty. The capacitor is empty.
6 million. Let's see, 8th and 9th tier. Agency Pyrolancia. And some more fireworks. Alright. So it does appear that in our initial encounter, where we took the cormorant in and just killed the boss, that was a rarity that we dropped 200 million worth of loot in highsec. The past two have added up to about 20 million. We'll see what some more bring. I hope that's been informative. This can be done in a T1 Destroyer. Again, we have a regular Algos here. This is T1 Gallente drone boat. I have 2 armor pumps for more armor hit points. We have an auxiliary nano pump to give more repair for each of the armor repairs. And that is 106 per 4.5 seconds. We do have a damage control. And we do have a capacitor booster with Navy Cap Booster 400s in case things go sideways with the energy newts. Our afterburner is always on. That helps give us just a little bit of speed. These destroyers are very slow. Even with it, we are only at 550 meters per second. And we do have 5 125mm railguns. They have a decent distance with the antimatter. It's a optimal range of about 7,000 meters. Altogether, very cheap ship. The 39 million estimated price does include the 25.5 million of loot, so this is about a 20 million ISK ship. This is very doable, but I would recommend having some decent skills in armor and in railguns and drones. Drones are probably the most important of that because they will apply most of the damage, and some of the rats seem to be more interested in the drones than they were of me. Speaking of which, we did lose 1 drone in this process. Not a problem, those are very cheap. But leave comments below, and always fly safe.
Warp drive active.